everyone, my name is Leslie and welcome once again to my channel. I hope that everybody is doing well today. So the recipe of today is going to be chorizo potato tacos. And if you've never had chorizo potato tacos, honestly, you are missing out. So if you want to learn how to make this recipe, please keep watching and I will show you all how to make it. This recipe is super easy. These are honestly all the ingredients that you're going to need. You're going to need two large, look how big these russet potatoes are. Two large russet potatoes. You're going to need about half an onion. You're going to need chorizo. I'm going to use probably 3 to 4 links. And you're going to need tortillas. And for tortillas, you can use whatever tortilla that you want as long as it's small and foldable. So let's get started. I'm going to start by peeling my potatoes. And if you don't want to peel your potatoes before you boil them, you don't have to. I prefer to just because it's easier. It's up to you, whatever it is that you want to do. So we're going to quickly peel them. And we're gonna boil them as if you were making mashed potatoes. All right, now we're just gonna cut our potatoes into little square chunks, not super little, but you know, just little enough for them to cook quickly. Just leave that one that size. Take that off. See? And you can cut them whichever way you want, honestly. This is just how I do it. All right, so now we're gonna put these potatoes in a pot of water and we're gonna let them cook until they are soft enough to be able to mash. And you don't have to add salt or anything because all the seasoning, we're gonna add it once the chorizo starts cooking because you don't want it to make it too salty because the chorizo is already salty. Now we're gonna move on to our onion. And I'm just using about half a white onion. And that is pretty much it. Literally, that is it. It's a super simple, easy recipe. Now this onion, you do want to make sure that you cut it as fine as you can, just because you don't want huge chunks of onion in your taco. I mean, if you like chunky onions, you can, it's up to you. But for me, I prefer to do them really thin squares. That is it for our onions, and since all of the chopping is done, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the sausage. All right, guys, so now that the onions are chopped and the potatoes are cooking, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our chorizo. All right, so these are the chorizo links right here, and I just cut the ends, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna squeeze out the chorizo. So just squeeze it out, see, and it just goes right out like that. We're also gonna go ahead and add our onions as well. We're not adding oil to the pan or to the pot because the sausage or chorizo already has a lot of oil, so you don't need any more extra fat in there. And we're just gonna go ahead and let this cook for about 10 minutes. And then by that time, our potatoes are gonna be done and we can go ahead and add them in here. All right, so the potatoes are done. So we're just gonna go ahead and drain them and then we're gonna add them to that pot with the chorizo and we're gonna mash them right in there. All right, so here are the potatoes and we're just gonna go ahead and add them into that pot. So what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna mash the potatoes into the chorizo and you're practically done with the filling. so this is ready, you guys. It's pretty much already done. So we're just gonna set this aside and I'm gonna show you how to wrap the tacos and then how to fry them up. You can either fry them or put them in the oven, whatever you wanna do. They're super yummy fried, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fry them. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so I have the tortillas here. I have about 8, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I have about 8 tortillas. And what you're gonna do is that you're gonna wrap them up in some paper towels, like this. And you're gonna pop them in the microwave for about a minute. And the reason why you wanna do this is because you want your tortillas to be pliable so they don't break when you try to roll them. They need to be pliable. So pop them in the microwave for about a minute. All right, so let's take the tortillas out. And here they are. You see how pliable they are now? Super, super pliable. All right, so here I have the tortilla and we're gonna grab a little bit of the mixture. You don't wanna grab too much because you don't want it to kind of splur out from the sides. So just grab a little bit of the mixture and put it kind of towards the end of the tortilla. Like that. If you hear noises, it's my baby in the background. But then you're just gonna grab it and kind of press the mixture back into the tortilla corner and you're just gonna roll. And here's your first taco. See? Easy, nothing to it. What you're gonna do now is that you're gonna grab a toothpick, whatever toothpick you have available, and you're gonna kind of insert it into it and out of the other side like that. You see, it went through here and came out through here. So the reason why you want to do that is because you don't want your taco to come apart when you fry it. So that's why you need that toothpick. We're going to put that aside and we're going to move on to the rest of our tacos. All right, we're going to add some vegetable oil to this. You can use whatever oil that you want. Olive oil doesn't work for this because it'll burn quick. So vegetable oil is definitely the way to go unless you want to use canola or masola, up to you. But you're gonna put a lot of oil in that pan. I mean, a lot. Sorry, I thought I was recording, but my pan was ready, or my oil was ready because it already had ripples in it. So all I did is that I dropped my tacos in there, trying not to overcrowd the pan. And it doesn't take very long for them to start browning. You have to be careful though with the oil because it'll start splattering everywhere because of the chorizo potato mixture that comes out of the ends. All right, at this point, the tacos are ready to be flipped. As you can see, they're already brown on that side. So we're gonna flip them over to the next side. We're gonna let them cook another minute or two on that side. As you can see, it didn't take very long for my tacos to be ready, and they are ready to go. Now I'm placing them on a plate with napkins. That way it drains into the napkins. All right, guys, when you're about to serve these up, you have to take these toothpicks out because you don't want your guest or yourself to eat them. So they just come right out. You see how I did that? You just pull them right out. Simple. I'm gonna serve myself 3 for now. Believe me, I'll come back for more. So you can put whatever you want on this. You can put a bed of lettuce at the bottom or on top. You can also put a slaw, whatever you want to add to this, you can. I normally just like to eat them with a little bit of tomato sauce, homemade tomato sauce. You know, you can make it spicy if you want, or you don't have to, but this is just the sauce that I made. And you just add it on top like this. Or if you want to put it on the side so your tacos don't get soggy, if you're not going to eat them right away, you can as well. Okay, so there's my salsa and also some crema or sour cream, whichever one you prefer. Like that. And they are ready to be eaten. Let's give this a try. Ooh, hot. If only you could taste how good these are. Man, oh man, oh man. They are so delicious, you guys. I mean, the more stuff you add on it, the better they are. But I like them pretty plain like this just because I like to taste the flavor of what I'm eating. All right, guys, so this is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed making this recipe with me, and I hope that you try it at home as well. So if you enjoyed making this recipe with me, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and keep coming back for more. See you next time. Bye-bye.